What's going on, stackers? So in this video I'm going to share with you how to create a notebook interior for KDP and where to get one completely for free. So, welcome back to StackinProfit. My name's Paddy and over here we give you the tools and resources to learn, grow and master passive income streams so that you can live a life of freedom. Now, like I said in this video, I'm going to share with you how to easily create a notebook interior for KDP using Canva. Then, nearer the end of the video, I'm also going to share with you where you can actually get an interior completely for free so that you do not have to create one. So, here we are within Canva. Now, what I'm going to use to get the right dimensions for the book is tangent templates. If you don't have tangent templates and you're trying to become a low content book publisher, well, this tool is a must because they have so many cool features. Now, in here, you can actually get a lined interior, but that's not what this is about. I'm just going to be using this so I can get the right dimensions for my book. So the tool in here which we're going to be using is right here, I believe, the KDP helper. Now this tool in tangent templates, you put in your dimensions and it gives you the right, you put in all the stats for your books and it's going to give you the right dimensions. So with a notebook, most of them are 6x9, so we're going to choose 6x9. Most are around 100 to 120 pages, so let's just do 100 pages. And then I'm going to click no for the bleed because the interior that we're going to create doesn't have the lines go right to the end of the page. And that's the only reason that you would need bleed, if the images and or lines go directly to the edge of the page. Now from here, let's just click continue. And then I'm going to have the right dimensions. Now I want the interior, so we're going to click that just here. I'm going to try and find Canva, which should be down here somewhere. Here we go. So we have 6x9. That's all that I need to put. Now this can change depending on if you use bleed. So if we go back for a second, and let's go back to the KDP helper, just so I can show you an example of what I mean. Let's do that 6x9 again. Let's do 100 pages and then let's click yes for interior bleed. Now remember, you only need to tick bleed if your images and or lines go directly to the edge of the page. For this instance, we're not going to be doing that, but I just want to show you an example of the changes in dimensions if you choose bleed or not. So without the bleed, it's just 6x9. With the bleed, if we scroll down, we can see it's now 6.125 and 9.25. But anyway, we're just going to use that 6x9 because I don't plan on using bleed. Now if we go here, we can go to create design and then we can go to custom size just here. I want to change this to, if we go to inches just here, and now I want to put in that 6x9. And from here I can go to create design. Now this is going to be the base for the inside of the interior. We have one page just here, and this is where we can start designing the lined interior. Now what I'm about to share with you is really simple. What we want to do is come over here to the side and we're going to go to elements. Then we go to lines and shapes just here, and then we can use this first line just there. Now we can make this smaller, we can play around with it. If we look just here, we have all these different options there. We have the line weight option just here, which we can actually change. So let's do that to 3. That looks around about the same. But let's just put this up to the top. We're going to put that around about there. We're going to duplicate as well. And then we're just going to start moving them down. You're going to see just how easy this is. In fact, that's a little bit too thick. So what I'm going to do is just zoom in like this. And then what we want to do is just change the thickness of the line. So let me just get rid of this one because we only need the one line for now. Let's click on here. And now let's go back to here, the weight. And this is where we can change it. We want to change this to maybe 1, 2, 3. Let's try 2. Now let's just zoom back out for a second. There we go, that looks better. So I'm going to keep that as it is. And now what I'm going to do, just move that up and just keep duplicating these lines. Now they don't have to be lined up, they don't have to be spot on with the gap in between. We just want to get as many as we can like this. And I'm going to show you a really simple way on how to line everything up. Now let's just keep that like this. Let's drag over the top and then we go to position. And then from position we're going to go to tidy up, and now that should look a lot better. There we go. So from here what I can now do is duplicate all of them, move them down to here like so. Let's duplicate again. There we go. Now from here we're going to drag over the top again, go to position, tidy up again, and there we go. There's the base of our lined interior. Now these lines do actually look like the gap is a little bit too big. So what I'm going to do is just zoom in, start moving these up a little bit. So there we go, like so. Like so. Let's just do a few more. Now let's just take this. We're going to do the same. So let's go to tidy up. There we go. That looks a little bit better. This was a little bit too wide. So what I'm going to do is just take these away. Like so. We're going to take all of them away because the gap in between was a little bit too wide. We wanted them a little bit closer, so we're going to take that one as well. Let's just zoom back out to fit, and there we go. That's looking better. So now we're going to drag again over the top. We're going to duplicate. We're going to take that down. Then we're going to duplicate again, like so. But you can see just how easy it is to create a lined interior. Now let's just do that last little bit to round about there. One more. There we go. Now from here, let's make sure all those gaps in between are exactly the same. So we're going to go back to position, back to tidy up. And there we go. Now these last two, I'm going to take them off and keep that like that. Now what I can also do, we can keep that like this, or if I zoom in, we can take one of these, duplicate, and we could have that up the top as well. Now we could take this and just do that, so they've now got somewhere to put the date or whatever they please. But this is the base of the interior, and what did that take? Literally just a matter of seconds. And as you can see, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good, and it literally only takes seconds. Now this is what I used to do before there was free interiors online, because again, this didn't really take that long. Now, like I said, I could have got the interior from Tangent Templates, but instead of getting it from there, I like to create here, because then depending on the niche that I'm creating the notebook in, I can customize the interior. So if we go to Christmas, one of my folders just over here, let's try and find a different one. In fact, let's just take this for a second. This isn't what I would use. I'd use different graphics and that. But from here, we can actually edit the interior to make it more niche specific. So I can click on here, have my graphic on the page, and then I can go to edit images. And then if we go to see all filters just there and scroll right down to the bottom, we can do grayscale. Now from here, I can just take that, and then I could start putting some images in the interior to make it more niche specific there. But I'm not going to do that in this video. This was just a real simple video to show you how to create a lined interior relatively fast. Now that's the interior, that's how simple it could be. From here, what I would do is just duplicate. So I would duplicate that, and then I'd move this over to that side. That way it's alternating. So now we have that first page and we have the second page. So I'd go back to that first page, duplicate, move down. I'd go up one, I'd duplicate, and then move down. That way we can see that it's alternating. Now if I didn't have this bit up the top, we wouldn't have to do that. But I'd go through, duplicating all the pages until I have 100 pages. And then that would be the interior. Then from here, I'll just click on download, go to PDF print just here, and then click all pages. So we're going to download that, and that's my interior. Now in a second, again, I'm going to share with you where you could just get a lined interior completely for free in case you don't actually want to create one. Now let's go on here, let's click that so we can take a quick look at what the interior looks like. Now let's zoom out to round about there, and there we go. It looks good. It just looks like a lined interior. Now one thing I do want to note really quick, and that is, have you come and joined Paddy's Brain yet? This is where you can learn the mindset shifts that I had that took me from government handouts to making a full-time income from my laptop. This is my own personal newsletter where you can get an insight into my brain, business and life. If that's something that you're interested in, go ahead and click that link down in the description below. Anyway, that was the interior created. Didn't really take that long at all, and now I could utilise this on a few different books. Now, if you don't want to go ahead and create your own, which I don't understand why you wouldn't, because considering how quick that actually took, we can use BookBolt, that's bookbolt.io, to get free interiors. So if you go to here, bookbolt.io, I'll leave a link for this in the description down below as well. On here, we can go to resources. Then we can go to Interior Wizard, just here. And then from here, you want to go to this button just there, the Interior Wizard. And this is where you're going to see so many different types of interiors that you can download for free. And right here is the notebook, just there. They have a composition notebook as well. If you want, you can come through, take a look at all of these. They do have some free, good interiors. But this is the lined interior. I'll just click on that one. I'd click 100 page count. I'd click 6x9, like so. And then I'd just click download, and bam, we have the interior completely for free. And in fact, if we scroll out to round about there, I think that my one, if we just pull that over, I think my one actually looks better than the one just here. And the one that I did literally took seconds, as you just saw. But that's it. That's how quick and easy it is to create a KDP notebook interior. Now, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Also, go hit subscribe and hit that little bell icon so you can be notified for any further videos. That being said, I've been Paddy, this has been StackinProfit, and I'll see you again soon.